Hi, everybody. My name is Terry, and today I'm going to be speaking to you on overcoming test anxiety. I'm going to be helping you to learn some tips on how you can be more successful, especially when it comes to taking tests and not be so anxious about it. So, my name is Terry, and I am with Gateway to Counseling. So, let's just jump right. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Some of you might have heard this before. It's where you see something, you see a situation, and it looks real to you. And so it produces a lot of fear and anxiety, right? So basically, fear and anxiety is related to living in the future and not staying in the present. We tend to get into this mental battle where we're playing the what if game. What if I fail? What if I don't succeed? What's going to happen to me next? What if I don't get this or I don't get that? What's going to happen to me? Well, if I don't pass this test, then I'm not going to be able to get into the college that I want to get into. And then I'm not going to have the career that I want. And you start doing all these what ifs, right? And so that becomes a battle mentally. I want you to know, first and foremost, you are responsible for your effort, always your effort. Outcome is not always guaranteed, right? But if you do everything that you can to prepare and have the right effort into that situation, chances are things are going to go pretty well. So I want you to remember that first and foremost. Also, you probably have heard in the past of a little saying that says, what you hold in mind tends to manifest. What that means is, for example, I had a situation when I was skiing recently where I was coming down the slopes and I was coming to an area where my son-in-law had failed the year before. And for some reason, as I was coming down the slope, I kept thinking about how he fell and could not get back up for some reason. And that just kept going over and over in my head. And what do you think happened? I'm standing still in line and somehow my skis crossed and I fell. So I manifest exactly what I was thinking. So that's very important for the tips that I'm going to be giving you today of how I want you to be more successful. So, how to overcome test anxiety. Guys, it's as easy as changing your mindset. That's what's most important, is changing. So, this is the old mindset, right? Isn't this cute? You're sweating and it's hard to think clearly. You're breathing really, really fast and your heart's beating like really rapid and your stomach hurts and you're trembling. And that's test anxiety, isn't it? So it's these thoughts of doom and gloom, the thoughts of I won't pass, my parents are going to be upset, what are my teachers or my friends going to think, I won't get into that college that I really want to get into, how smart am I anyway? Am I really as smart as I think I am? No, I'm really stupid. And you start playing all these negative thoughts in your head. And before you know it, again, you're manifesting what you believe. If you don't think that you're going to do well on a test, you're not going to more than likely do well because that's what you're thinking. So we're going to go into positive mindset, right? So nothing diminishes anxiety faster than action. Action. That's what we're going to be focused on. We can control what we do, guys. And so you're in control of that. So study, practice, eat well, rest. Those are all things that you've heard so many people say to you before, but I can't emphasize them enough. It is so important because those are the things that you control. You know, how often are you studying? Are you studying every day? Are you taking practice tests? Are you, consulting with your teachers and doing tutorials and, having study group with your friends? Here's something else that you guys don't think plays a factor, but are you eating well? I know who I'm speaking to. And I know that you like to eat a lot of junk food, but that is not going to do well for you mentally to get you ready for a test. You have to eat well. And guys, you have to sleep 8 hours. You got to sleep 8 hours a day. You have to be well rested. When I was in school and testing really big tests in college, um, I tended to study, and then I would just rest. I would have a good night's sleep. I might get up in the morning, study a little bit more. I might even study in the car a little bit. But then once I got there, I stopped. Once I got to school, I stopped. I put all the notes away because it was not going to do me any good. I just like to let things marinate in my brain so that I can be focused and ready. And then all the information will just come back to you, right? So I pulled this off the internet. I thought it was really, really good because it talks about mindfulness. Mindfulness is being present in the now. So this talks about reduce anxiety by grounding yourself. And these are some tips that Ms. Sharon Martin shared with us. She said, first of all, go ahead and rate your anxiety from 1 to 10. Sit up straight and tall. Yep. Put your feet on the ground. Relax your shoulders. Breathe slowly. Slow your rate down, especially if your heart is beating fast. You just, and you slow it down. Okay? Then you start looking around the room and focusing on what you see in front of you. You know, the electrical outlets. You're sitting in the chair. You feel the chair. You feel your behind and your thighs on the chair, right? And so you become very conscious of what's going on around you. So you become more grounded. And before you know it, your heart rate drops and you begin to calm down. You're not thinking about what you do and don't know anymore. You start thinking about something that's maybe a little funny or something that made you laugh, a favorite TV show. And so you just tend to get more grounded in the now. I love to look out the window for a moment and just watch the birds fly by or watch something that's occurring outside because it helps me to be grounded and focused on what's occurring now. And then after you complete this activity, then what is your anxiety level? Rate it once again. And I promise you, it's going to come down. If it's still above a 5, do it again. You repeat this. And I'm telling you, this does not take long. This can be done in a matter of 30, 60 seconds, okay? So that's really, really good tips for you guys. So I'm going to go over again because I don't want this to be a long video for you guys. I want you to be able to get the tips that you need and then put them into practice and then move on and be successful, right? Who needs to be watching a long video about how to overcome anxiety when you probably need to be studying? So, tips to overcome anxiety: study well, practice, eat right, plenty of sleep. Here's something you might not have thought of: daily meditation. You probably have no idea how this relates to overcoming test anxiety. But believe you me that if you just sit down 5, 10, 15 minutes every day and just be still. Just be still and quiet. Sit in a meditative stand and just quiet yourself down. Don't think about anything. What I am trying to get you to do is learn how to quiet down the negative thoughts, to learn how to still the mind, because then your body will follow, okay? So we have daily meditation. We have mindfulness, which we just went over some of the mindfulness. Living in the present. Stop thinking about all the things that is dependent on this one situation. It's not, okay? Don't focus on all the stuff in the future. Stay grounded in what's happening right now. I want you to know that you are not in control of your negative thoughts. Okay? Negative thoughts enter your mind all the time. They just kind of come in, and what happens is the thought pops up into our mind, and we think that we need to think about it and focus on it and analyze it and digest it and, make it a part of who we are. No, you don't. It's a negative thought. Come in, pop out, it's gone. Okay? So that's what I want you to realize. You have a negative thought. Oh, I'm going to fail. No, let that thought go. All right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn that negative thought into a positive thought. I don't know who in the world told you I was going to fail. I am Terry, and I am going to be successful, and I am going to pass this test. I am going to do exactly what I need to do. So you need to have those daily affirmations, okay? And you need to get rid of the old scripts, because sometimes we have these old scripts in our heads, and I hope you know what an old script is, but it's basically a negative tape of you're not good, you're not good enough, you've never been good enough, you're never going to be good enough. Look at how you did this, look at how you did that. So and so said this about you, and it was true. Those are negative scripts that you don't have to buy into. All right, you are in control of those negative thoughts, and we're going to flip them and turn them into a positive. And lastly, I want you to remember all the past success that you've had, because you've gotten this far, right? So you've been successful in a lot of different areas. And I'm not just talking about successful with taking tests. I'm talking about successful in all areas that you've achieved, right? So I want you to remember that. It could be something as simple as, we're right now in the middle of Lent, and maybe you gave up ice cream for 40 days, and you did it. You actually gave up ice cream for 40 days. That's success, guys. So I want you to build on that, because what that does for you mentally is it's like a muscle exercise, right? And your brain begins to remember all the things that you've done successfully, and it helps you to continue to be successful. So that's pretty awesome. So success is yours. I truly do believe that if you put these little tips into practice, you will be successful. I know you will be. Self-belief and hard work. Notice, self-belief and hard work will earn you success. You can't just believe and not do the work, okay? All right, so help is just a click away. Guys, if you need us for anything beyond this, we are always here for you. We are just a click away. So enter our gates to a brighter tomorrow where you are in control. We are online counseling services, mental health counseling, www.gatewaytocounseling.com. All right, guys. So yes, enter our gates to a brighter tomorrow, because I know that you're in control and I believe in you. Good luck, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you for allowing me to help you. Bye-bye.